Hey guys, this is Fuberduge, and today we're going to be taking a look at part 3 of 5 of the Transformers Combiner Wars Bruticus. Here is Swindle. So taking a look at his box real quick, you got Swindle right here in the packaging, you got his weapons, you got the comic book which doubles as the artwork in the back, which is really cool. Combined to form Bruticus, you got part 4 of 5. This is actually technically part 4 of 5, but I'm counting it as 3 because I don't have Onslaught yet because he's still on pre-order. But there is his two artwork pieces on the back. You got him in robot mode and his kind of Jeep mode, I guess you'd call it. You got the different components. You got the schematics. You got his bio if you'd like to read it. So there you have that. And nothing really on the side, as we said before. And it's the same exact thing. So authentic. It's made in Vietnam and the barcode. And that's it for the box. So without further ado, let's review this guy out of the box. Okay, so here we have Swindle open up and ready to be reviewed. And before I get into anything, he comes with the comic book, as I said previously. You got the artwork right there. That was pretty cool. This is an older issue, I believe. I'm not 100% sure on that because I don't really read these a whole lot, but it's a comic book. You can read it. On the back page, you got the sketch phase, the gray model phase, and the finished product. And I say in every single review of the Combiner Wars, I really actually do like that because it shows you what they do to go into the figure. And on the back, you got the same artwork that was on the box. That's pretty cool. And then you got an extended bio, if you like to read that. And I apologize for being a bit shaky, but it's kind of unavoidable because I'm not really a steady person. But there you go. And then you got the tech specs right there. And that's it for the comic book. So, here we have Swindle. And he's one of the better Combaticons of this wave, I think. The only thing that really does bug me is this front bumper section kind of has a different, almost like a mustard color on like the gold on the rest of it. And mainly because this is painted, I believe, and this is molded yellow. But I can get past that. So, but beyond that, great molded detail. I mean, you can see you got like bags here, a gas can, nice hood. I can't get enough of the molded detail on this figure. It's just really good. And yes, you can see his fist, but that I can get past that. So, nice black paint apps in the kind of front section here on the hood or the windshield. No painted rims, which really kind of stinks. One thing that kind of threw me off was this was molded yellow and this is molded black, so that just kind of throws me off a bit. But on the bottom, pretty good too. I mean, you don't see a whole lot of empty space or robot parts or anything, but overall, a really nice mold that Hasbro did. They did a good job with this figure, I feel. And he does come with two weapons. You got the hand-foot gun, and you have his pistol, I believe. And you can plug this onto a port right here to emulate that G1 effect, because he always had that right there, and that's really cool. I'm going to put that thing on there like that. And you can put the hand-foot gun on the other side, but that kind of looks ridiculous. But there is another option. As you can see, there's a post right here, and taking this gun off, because I don't think you can do it. You want to flip this out, fold this on here, and I don't know if that can fit, but this you kind of have to move back, and kind of looks ridiculous, but it looks better than the other way. You might be able to actually put this on here at the same time. Yes, you can, and I probably won't do that, but I'll display him mainly like this. Actually, I won't display him like this at all because he'll be in Bruticus mode, but I still think that looks pretty cool. So, taking off the weapons, what we can do, actually, I'm going to leave this on because I like it like that. What we can do for a size comparison, putting him there. Here he is with that false Cybertron figure. So as you can see, much more of a dulled gold color here. Doesn't really appeal to my eye. I like this a lot better. The one thing that I wish is that this Decepticon logo would be a bit bigger, because as you can see, this one's quite large and you can see it fairly well. But overall, this definitely is an upgrade to this, so I'm kind of glad that I got this set again. So taking off the Fall of Cybertron Swindle, here's with his buddies Blast Off and Vortex. So as you can see, they're shaping up to be pretty good, and I don't think the scale is very accurate, but who really cares about that? So taking off those guys. Now, to get into the transformation, I'm going to take this weapon off real quick. To put him into leg mode, what you want to do is you take this section right here, you move it up, and kind of rest it on like so, so you have that peg sticking out, and these don't like to stick in very well. And all you do with this piece is you rotate that up, like so, taking the hand-foot gun here, which is already undone. And by the way, I think this is a totally new one, because I haven't seen this before in any other reviews of the other figures I've seen. So that's pretty cool. This Just pegs onto the bottom there. And you have a leg. And that is how I'll be displaying him. And my hand-foot gun doesn't peg onto there very solidly, so he's going to be kind of loose, I'm afraid, which really is quite a bummer, but I think that's only a quality control issue, and that's not a universal thing all the way around with this figure. So there he is in leg mode. It looks decent. It's not great, but it's not bad. So taking that off. To put him into arm mode, what you want to do, you get a little bit more complicated. You untab this piece and just kind of fold this up. It's on a double hinge, just leave it up like so. Taking this piece out, you rotate this that way. You take the legs, you untab them like this, rotate them down. There is two slot pieces, and there is a slot right here that this fits right into, kind of like that, so it stays in one place. Same thing over here, just like that. Connect these legs back together, and they tab into two different places, here and here. So you got that, and depending on what side you want him to be, I don't really care, so I'm just going to rotate him this way. You take this piece, rotate it up, the head is getting in the way, so fold the head up. Just one tab. Fold this up, and there we go. Now that tabs into place. I'm putting the head back down. There we go. So got that, and you take the hand here. You fold out the fingers. You fold this piece down. Fold the thumb to the correct side. Plug it in. You got an arm. And I will never be displaying him like this, but whatever. And you can take this, and it rotates in all the different ways. And so taking this piece off, to get him into robot mode, you rotate this piece back around. Untab the legs. The legs are done pretty much. You fold this piece all the way down. You take the head here. It's kind of on this really thick black joint, and I might have to move this piece out of the way. So taking the head, you just rotate this all the way around. Rotate the head forwards. Kind of rotate this piece down. Take the arms. Rotate this piece like that. Rotate this piece like so. Fold this up. There's a groove right here that this kind of rests in, and you can just leave it like that. You fold this down. You rotate his arms to the according side. And that's it. That is Swindle in his robot mode. And he looks a bit large for his character. I mean, he is in this robot mode, he is thicker than Brawl, which kind of bugs me because Brawl should be the biggest in the group besides maybe Onslaught, but it doesn't bug me too much. So you can take his gun here and you can put it onto the side right here, like so, which is what I'll be doing. Or you can put it right there, and he can hold it. And you can do the same with his hand-foot gun, but that's just absolutely ridiculous, so I will not be doing that. So taking this off, I'm actually just going to leave this on his arm. And I think you can actually transform this without taking the gun off. So overall, he's really good, actually. I do like the way he turned out. I just think he's a bit too big for his character. So he's got really nice paint apps, the purple, and I don't know what you can see this, but the grill, they kind of molded in a faux grill right there, and I really do like that because that kind of calls back or puts an illusion back to the original G1 series where he had the grill up front here and the windshield right here. And this is more closer to the G1 toy in terms of like the headlight. Like, I don't know if these are supposed to be headlights, but something like that. The chest design was more like this on the original G1 toy. And the head sculpt is really nice. I'll zoom in on the head sculpt. All their head sculpts are really good. So just really nice. The backpack does kind of stick out, and it's really kind of gappy right there, but I can get over that. So it's overall pretty nice. So for articulation, he's got a ball joint, so he can tilt his head. He can look somewhat up, somewhat down. He's got ball joints at the shoulder, so he's got full range of movement there. He's got rotations at the biceps. He's got just over 90 degrees of elbow movement. Nothing at the wrist. He rotates at the waist. He's got a ball joint at the thigh, so he's got full range of movement. He's got a rotation at the thigh, and he's got a 90-degree bend. And guess what? He has ankle tilt. That is pretty cool right there. They actually decided to put ankle tilt in this guy. So you can get all sorts of different kinds of poses in this guy that you can't in the other two. So there you have Swindle, and now we can get into the size comparison. So setting Swindle there. Here he is with the Fall of Cybertron Swindle figure. and they're almost exactly the same height, but the one thing that really did bum me about this figure is you couldn't put the gun on his arm. So that's fixed now, so I can do it with him. Overall, I like this guy a lot better, so there's a size comparison for that. Here he is with his pals, Blast Off, and Vortex. So they're actually looking to be pretty good of a team. I was really skeptical about Blast Off earlier and somewhat this guy, but they're looking pretty good so far. I mean, the colors really do bring out the figures, so I will say that the paint schemes on these guys are much better than some previous paint schemes or paint choices that Combiner Wars chose. So taking off these guys, I believe that's it for the review. So if you really want to get this guy, then I'll put a link down in the description below. I would highly recommend picking this up and the rest of the set because I think overall it is worth it to get the whole Bruticus figure. So with that said, I think that's all I have to say. So I want to thank you guys for watching. So if you like this video, please hit the like button down below. And if you missed any of my other Combiner Wars reviews, I put a playlist, and so I'll put that down in the description below in the form of a link. So this is Fuberdude saying, keep playing, guys.